Hey VC, this is Harvey of Spin the Black Circle, and welcome to Friday Night Vinyl. Another weekend, and I can't quite believe we're almost at the end of February 2025 already. But anyway, I hope everyone is well, doing good things, and looking forward to some chill out time over the weekend. Tonight's topic is the greatest vinyl bargains that I've ever found. I'm only going to talk about 3 LPs, 2 of which I found today, hence the video topic, and 1 of which I found a little while ago, but all 3 from the same shop, which is Psychotron Records in the West Midlands in the UK. I hope that most people in the VC have found a record store that's within travel distance that they can frequent regularly, get to know the owners, get to know the other patrons of the shop. That's certainly happened to me with Psychotron Records, and I've yet to find, actually, certainly in the Midlands, a used vinyl shop that's anywhere near as good as Psychotron Records. And this kind of clinches it today for me. The 2 albums that I picked up and the 1 that I picked up a while ago. So I went down on my lunch break from work. It's Friday afternoon. I don't know what I'm going to find, and the owner Pete has a series of £2 boxes. And if you'd normally find kind of ephemera and those sorts of things, right? You'd have, I don't know, Val Doonican LPs, several copies of Rod Stewart's greatest hits, or beat up copies of Meg Oldfield's Tubular Bells. But that's not the case in Psychotron. He's often got some great stuff in these £2 boxes. But today was absolutely stellar. The first of the 3 that I picked up was an original UK pressing of the 1972 LP For the Roses by Joni Mitchell. Incredible classic LP, one of that series of amazing early to mid 70s LPs that Joni made. This is an Asylum Records UK original. I cleaned it up on the Project VC Mark II record cleaner, and it's at least VG plus. This is an incredible condition for £2. £2 for an original VG plus or close to near mint of one of Joni Mitchell's seminal LPs. This is the LP immediately after Blue For the Roses. Incredible. It's got some acoustic, which is into that electronic phase as well too. And the big hit on here is You Turn Me On, I'm a Radio. Amazing, but it's a really great LP, and what an amazing bargain. One of Joni's key albums from the 1970s for £2 on VG plus vinyl. So it's just an amazing bargain. So I played it kind of thinking there must be some skips, jumps, or just loud lots of surface noise on this, but that is not the case. So For the Roses for £2 in the UK, the price of something like a sausage roll for Joni Mitchell's For the Roses, a classic album by any measure. And then the next one is an LP that I've been meaning to pick up for a while, but I didn't expect to get it for £2, and that is Todd Rundgren's Utopia. I mean, wow, what a find for £2. Again, UK original pressing on his Beersville label. This is close to mint. I can't hear, once I put it through the project, I can't hear much, if any, surface noise other than the lead-in groove, and even that isn't loud. Absolutely amazing. Love this LP too on first listen. I expected prog, but the mix of Todd Rundgren's a genius, right? But the mix of that prog sound with everything from doo-wop to pop to you name it, it's kind of kitchen sink US prog is Todd Rundgren's Utopia. I think this is a debut LP, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Original UK pressing, £2 English. So what's that? I don't know, $3.50, $3.50, something like that. But unbelievable bargain. Covers an amazing nick too. Todd Rundgren's Utopia, £2 today on vinyl. The other one that I purchased a while ago is again an astounding bargain. A 3 LP set by a major band for £1, and that is the live LP Yes Songs, of course by Yes, on Atlantic Records from 1973, in absolutely stonking condition. I put all 3 of the LPs I cleaned them up and put them in modified bags, Atlantic label, almost unplayed, I would say. This Yes LP, unbelievable. So that was £1. I remember at the time saying to Pete, the owner, really £1 because it was in his pound bin. He said there's so many copies of Yes songs, I just want to get rid of it. So I mean, what's the moral of the story, right? I think there's a couple of things here. I think that if you can, that there's a lot to be said for identifying, finding a local record store that is reasonable, that you frequent regularly, and that you can get to know the owner, and you just you can regularly see how the stock's updated, and then take advantage of that. And if it's an entirely used only vinyl shop, they're gonna have some bargain bins in there, right? I think you've got a record shop that's a mix of new pressings, brand new pressings, and used. Maybe less likely to have bargain bins where they're trying to get rid of old stock. But if you've got an entirely used, so if you can find a used record store that's in travel distance to you, that you go often and check the bargain bins, that's when you can get bargains of this sort of level, assuming it's not a rip-off shop, right? So that's what I would say. The other thing is that the Discogs is getting better and better to use too. So if you're in the middle of nowhere, in terms of I don't know, in the heart of rural Yorkshire or in the US Midwest, with your nearest record store 50 miles away, assuming there's some sort of postal service and you're not truly stranded, then the tips for Discogs are, I'm not saying don't use Discogs if the user doesn't have lots of reviews, but I would say a safe bet on Discogs is a seller that is 1,000 plus in terms of sales, that has 99% plus in terms of reviews from those sales, and is willing to send you photographs or converse with you about the state of the product before you buy it. And you can get some incredible bargains even if you don't have a record store in close vicinity via Discogs. And I do think it comes up for some criticism, Discogs, but I don't know of a global peer-to-peer record buying opportunity that surpasses Discogs. So just think of those three things. I would say if you're new to Discogs, over 1,000 actual reviews from the seller, and those reviews being 99% plus in terms of positivity. And then as long as it's something that is more than £2 or £3, I think it's fair to ask for show me the quality send me a picture of the quality of the vinyl I'm buying or the sleeve I'm buying before I purchase. And I think that's a reasonable question. If that all stacks up, I think you can buy without impunity from Discogs, from most sellers, and enjoy a great experience. So there you go then. Yeah, records, vinyl and turntables are expensive, but there is a way of buying great music, your favourite music, on vinyl, if you're really careful and you really watch what you're doing without it costing the earth. And it really does challenge whether brand new reissues are worth it. Because the Joni Mitchell, I said a few weeks ago with Friday Night Vinyl, the Joni Mitchell reissues that I've heard, although remastered via Bernie Grundman, they're not very good at all. And I'd be amazed if the For the Roses reissue, which would cost 10 times this brand new, £20 odd or $30, and I'd be amazed if it in any way touches this original UK pressing that I got for £2. So caution with new pressings. Of course, with new artists, you've got no choice but to buy new pressings. But for legacy acts or archive artists, especially 60s, 70s, then maybe you should start with, my tip would be to start with the used vinyl and find a good dealer or a good Discogs copy. So there you go. Hope everyone has a great weekend and keep on listening. See you next week. Bye.